Good evening and welcome to Lisa Lovestone's Oracle card reading. So I'm gonna do an intuitive Oracle card reading, and I'm going to use the 7 energies and Native Spirit, the Healing Spirit, and the Higher Self Oracles. So I've done this before and I really like it. It takes up a little bit more time, but I think it's worth the time and the effort. So I'm not at home, so I don't have everything all lined up, like the thing that holds my cards up. So that's okay though, right? We'll make do with what we've got. So here in Georgia, we had a freeze for 2 days, and then it warmed up slowly, and now I'm just a slight bit damp. I don't know what the humidity is. Can't be too high. We haven't had any rain. So, okay, let's get started. So I'm just gonna ask that this be a reading for the collective. So, we're gonna start out with the 7 energies and take it from there and see where it takes us, okay? Okay, so I need 2 to 4 cards, I would suppose, to get us started. If the higher beings of the highest and purest light would like to help choose some cards from this deck, that would be great. Okay, I don't know which one they want, so I'm just going to take them both. Flip them over. Okay. Are there any more cards I need to, yep, okay. Oh, 2 more. Okay, I think that's plenty right there. All right. All right, so let's get started with the reading with our first deck, the 7 energies. So, it is what it is. I don't like that saying, but let's just see what happens. I am seeing, like, okay, so I see a door, and then, I don't know, there's like heart stones around the door at the top, or even a flower stone and a heart stone. And then there's like a cloud over here. I don't know if it's a spiritual cloud or what it is. Interesting, it's not clear. And then over here is bright light. Right here, it almost looks like a cat, but that's for my own imagination, I suppose. And then it looks like there's water down here and things in the water. There's a, like, the rings, like somebody dropped a pebble. And there's rings in the water. And there's stars everywhere, and this is a bridge. So it's kind of like yin and yang, the dark and the light, clouds, bright light, a cat, circle, and then another circle within the circle, and then there's like a door. Hearts. It is what it is. The door is shut, or there's magic waiting to get in. I'm not sure. Let's put that down for a minute. The storyteller, a key, a book, a keyhole in the binding of the book, writing with a feather pen, more smoke, mystical, mysterious smoke, the inkwell, some pink, which could be like fallen rose petals, the storyteller, I meant to put my bracelets on and I forgot. Okay. And then ears wide open. So we're supposed to listen to something that almost looks like a fox. Again, the mysterious smoke, the stars. I don't know, it's like plants. I don't know, ears wide open. Okay. Aw, isn't this precious? It's like she's like this, and it's like her angel wings came around her. There's the infinity sign, more mysterious smoke. Wish upon a star. Okay. I wanted to do this. I woke up with a migraine though, so I'm not sure how well my intuition is going to be tonight. So let's just dabble a little bit in the book. It is what it is. Key concepts. Radical acceptance. Engaging life on its terms. Observing circumstances and taking them at face value. Recognizing and releasing resistance and denial. Recognizing and releasing resistance and denial. What happens when you look at the world? Can you see it exactly as it is, or only as you assume it to be? A door closing isn't an invitation to take a battering ram to it. What if there were another door to lead you to your destiny? If you can release your attachment to getting what you want, you'll be surprised by how much energy you have for more important things. Liberated from the burden of yearning, you'll have access to what is best for all. Once you are liberated from the burden of yearning, you'll have access to what is best for all. Can you try now to accept things as they are and shift your focus and attention until that other door opens for you? Radically accept life on life's terms. When you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire. More of the world becomes available for you. That's very confusing to me. It tells me as the reader, to explain, to release your attachment to getting to what you want. And then it says, radically accept life on life's terms when you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire. See, those two conflict with each other. I'm not understanding. I got to get myself out of the way of this reading. When you are no longer in denial about what is in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes with respect to yourself, your attitude, and your choices. The irony is that real transformation can happen once you surrender to the idea that things are exactly as they are meant to be. If you step back with clarity and acceptance, you will realize that life is offering you something magical. Even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, you will discover treasures beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's a good prayer. Okay. The storyteller. So it looks like the page is open. You just need to take your pen and dip it into the inkwell and start writing your story. You have the key that unlocks this book, this story. Maybe you're meant to write a book, or just share your story with somebody because it will help them. Ears wide open. Basically, listen. Are you listening? Don't listen to half of what you need to hear. Listen to all of it. Wish upon a star. This is so precious. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. And that infinity sign is on there. Infinite possibilities. I don't know, maybe we need to start wishing on stars again, like we did when we were kids. We don't look at the night sky enough, I don't think. Okay. Native spirit. Okay, spirit guides and beings of the highest and purest light, which cards would you like me to pull from this deck? Any more cards from this deck? I need to put powder on these cards. They're kind of sticking together. Okay. Alexa, turn the volume to 3. We ended up with 4 cards. Okay. Gathering your tribe. I've been trying to do that. How about you? How's it going for you? Warrior of the heart. Spirit of the earth. Native spirits. Okay, gathering your tribe. It's really important to get people around you who are like-minded and who are supportive of you. Very, very important. Warrior of the heart. Warrior doesn't necessarily mean fighting with swords or bow and arrow. It means warrior spirit, warrior of the heart, willing to stand up for what's right, willing to seek justice, willing to speak when it's not easy to say things because you might be afraid. Warrior of the heart. There's the bear. The bear is very special to me. Spirit of earth. What is the spirit of the earth? That life continues, that life keeps going. That we respect the planet and hug the trees, say thank you to the rocks. Thank the earth for the stream and the water. Thank the universe for the starry night. Nature spirits. Get out in nature. Hug a tree. Let the spirit of the forest speak to you. Or if you're not near a forest, let the spirits of nature speak to you. Let the voices of the rocks speak to you. I had rocks and trees speak to me. It was the rocks and then the trees that gave me my name, Lovestone. I was hiking and the rocks spoke to me and said, Lovestone. And I was like, Lovestone? And then the tree said, Lisa, Lovestone. I was like, huh. Yeah, you never know with the rocks and the trees and the plants and the flowers, what they're going to say to you. Okay, this is the higher self cards. My hands are full of arthritis. This isn't easy for me. And I also haven't done it for a while, so I'm out of practice. Spirits of the highest and purest light, what cards would you like for me to pull from this deck to share with the collective? Oh, shit. Okay, I think we got enough. Okay. Pray. And this is guidance from our higher selves. So we need to start praying about stuff. Prayer is a form of communication to the source, whatever you call that source, whether you call that source God or Buddha or whatever you want to call source, or just speak to Christ. Yeah. Pray. That one's pretty simplified. Intuition. You're not trusting your intuition. Trust your intuition. Stop second guessing yourself. Worthiness. Is she worthy to touch the stag? Of course she is. She is worthy. Must be a magical stag. But she's worthy to touch it. Of course you are. Of course you're worthy. Don't doubt your worthiness. Perseverance. This is where I fail a lot. Perseverance. Perseverance. Are you persevering? Pray. That's part of perseverance. Trust your intuition. Know that you are worthy. Go within. The answers you seek are inside. Go within, not without. You have the answers right here. You don't need to ask other people. You know what the answers are. Trust your intuition. And to wrap it all up, we've got the healing spirits. Let's see what they have to say. Highest and purest beings of the highest and purest light, please help me find the cards to finalize this card reading so the collective will understand. Let's bring it to full circle and end the chapter of this reading. See, I need to do it faster so the cards will flip. This is so interesting. This deck, all the cards are the same on this side, except for one. It has a circle on it. It's a beautiful card too. No, it doesn't seem to work better if I do it that way. Okay, well, if I'm going to use all of these, I think that's going to be plenty. Okay. A spiritual hug. Oh, that's so sweet. I get spiritual hugs with my dowsing rods, and sometimes I give the collective spiritual hugs with them as well. So just imagine that your spirit guides want to give you a hug. My spirit guides are my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, Ida, and my old best friend Shar. They are my spirit guides, and I'm just asking them to give me a big ol' hug. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Shar. Allow the spirits to hug you, the ones that are of the highest and purest light that comes from the love of Christ. Your spirit guide can lead you, but can't do it for you. Looks like he's jumping off a cliff diving into the water, jumping over the waterfall. The moon is bright. Spirit guides can lead you, but they can't do it for you. It's up to us to act. We are the actors in our own story, in our own dream. Be the best version of yourself and start today. Well, I feel like I have been. How about you? Are you being the best version of yourself? If not, today's a good day to start. Send out help to others. And it looks like it mostly means spiritual help. So that's coming back to the prayer, being consistent with your prayer. Once you start praying, it's hard to stop because there's so much to pray about. But send out those prayers to help others, not just yourself. Your life plan is unfolding as it should. So if you're in doubt, your life is unfolding as it should. When it feels right, do it. When it feels right, do it. When it feels wrong, don't do it. I pretty much live by this rule. So if you're in doubt, if it feels right, do it. If it feels wrong, don't do it. Your life is unfolding as it should. Send prayers out to help others. Everybody's looking for desperately needing help. Be the best version of yourself starting today. Your spirit guides can lead you, but they cannot do it for you. And you're getting a spiritual hug because we all need that spiritual hug, don't we? Okay, I hope that was helpful. It was helpful to me. All right, and I am Lisa Lovestone. I don't think I introduced myself. I'm Lisa Lovestone, and I am a Reiki master, an oracle card reader. I read books out loud to people. And I have dowsing rods, and I get yes and no answers from them. Sometimes I intuitively can feel that there's more to just a yes or just a no. And I can do long distance Reiki if you ask me to. And I can do one-on-one readings if you want a personalized oracle card reading, or if you want a personalized one-on-one with the dowsing rods, we can ask them some questions. Yeah, just shout out to me. I'll help as best as I can. Okay, well, this is Lisa Lovestone, and good night and pleasant, sweet dreams. Namaste.